Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, welcome. Welcome to our program. Wightman Road Mosque's Taraweeh program is in progress. Brothers and sisters, what a delight and honor to be here today. Another day of Ramadan has gone and I'm still alive and I'm still kicking, not kicking anyone particularly. But metaphorically speaking, I'm, alhamdulillah, in a very good spirit, a high spirit and a spirit of excitement and joy and contentment and gratitude. I'm very happy, alhamdulillah. What did I do today? Well, I did a lot of things, alhamdulillah. Woke up in the morning, very early in the morning. Actually, not very early. I woke up at 11, as I normally do on a day like this. Woke up at 11. And then I had to take my family out to some stuff in the Southgate area for shopping. I came back. And then what did I do? I was doing gardening. I was tying all the runner beans. I was putting down the aubergine. I was putting the squash. I was doing pumpkins. I was doing what else was I doing? I was doing tomatoes. I was doing flower pots and plants. I was creating the watering system. I was cleaning up the weed. I was digging. I was cleaning up the garden, and I did, I think, a good job. It's almost done. Tomorrow, at some stage, I intend to take a cutting from my fig tree, from my neighbor's fig tree, rather. It's delicious, lovely figs that it gives every year. And I'm also intending to then make it rooted, inshallah, and then plant it in my garden at some stage. And then, and my plan is to also put some more vegetables down in the ground. You know, brothers and sisters, when you plant seeds in the soil and you see them grow because you've looked after them, you've watered them, you've weeded them, you've spoken to them, you've spent time with them, giving them love and attention. It is amazing. Allah, it is amazing. Alhamdulillah, Allah bless you all for joining us today. I don't want to bore you with my gardening skills or gardening interests. Some of you may not think it's for young people. It's only for elderly and those who have nothing else to do. That's not true. I started gardening when I was very young. And my daughter, who is 14 now, she, alhamdulillah, is a keen gardener. She does everything with me, all the gardening work. And alhamdulillah, great assistant. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Mariam Mangera says, wa alaikum assalam. Pray everyone you are well and fed and happy, alhamdulillah. Mariam, I hope you are well too. Alfonso says, Assalamu alaikum to everybody. Happy. Everyone is happy and has an easy day of fasting. Alhamdulillah, I'm pretty certain. And who else? Aisha Bibi. We have Aisha Bibi watching earnestly because eagerly rather, because her husband is on the screen today on the big show. He's going to be the famous man straight after this. We're going to be all lining up for his autograph. That's what Aisha Bibi is eagerly waiting for, a famous husband. Alhamdulillah. Alfonso is saying, Wassalam Mariam. They're talking to each other. Assalamu alaikum, Akhi Ams, wa alaikum assalam. Aisha Bibi, assalamu alaikum, everyone. Aisha Amal, assalamu alaikum. Maryam again. Tahira says, assalamu alaikum, I'm watching. Jamila saying, I'm watching. Bobby Khan, I think Bobby was not Bobby Khan, Bobby the cat. That was the name for Bobby Khan. We gave it to him yesterday. And we also have Palwasha Khan Afridi, all from the United States of America. Welcome, everybody, brothers and sisters. I hope you've had a fantastic day. What did you have for iftar? What did you have for iftar? I want to know. I'm interested. I'm always interested in food. Though I don't eat much, but I'm still always interested in food, knowing what other people eat. It's the very natural curiosity we all have. What has been your highlight of the day? What did you do today that was very different than yesterday? How was your today different to yesterday? That's my question for today. How was your today different from yesterday? How was it different? Brothers and sisters, I really am asking you to consider how was your today different from yesterday. If what Rasulullah is said is what we believe and obey, and that is every day should be different and better, every day we should improve, did you improve today? Okay. Our Imam, just back to the front. Imam Ishaq, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. You know, there are people who have got Colgate smiles. I think you've got one of those Colgate smiles, right?
You know what? Speaking of Colgate, when you were saying gardening, I thought you were saying the word gargling. And all the stitches laughing.
It sounded like earphone out.
It sounded like you were saying gardening, but mashallah, I'm really admiring your gardening skills. I need to take some tips from you later, inshallah.
Anytime. Do you know, this is a secret, do you know, I pick up twigs from streets and they come into tree.
Wow.
I'll take a picture in a minute. I'll show it to everybody after you finish the
Inshallah.
Quran. I have
Inshallah.
over 200 plants in my kitchen.
You should start your own horticulture YouTube channel, I think.
I think I should. Alhamdulillah. God bless you. Wahid Rahman, assalamu alaikum. Ajmal Masroor. Thank you, brother. And Tahira tells us all she had pasta, nothing spicy today. Tahira, you have given your stomach a break. May Allah bless you. Your stomach must be celebrating in joy, saying, Ya Allah, thank you, Tahira, for not giving me spicy food. Imagine what happens to that stomach of yours. Does running around like, do you give it spicy food after a whole day? Allah bless you. Okay, Sheikh Tahir, what are you going to recite today? Why am I calling you Tahir? Yes, what are you going to recite today?
Surah An-Nur, inshallah, verses 35 to 60, inshallah.
You're going to miss Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard then?
No, that's the first verse.
No.
Yeah, Allah.
My favorite verse. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I've actually got a very short 2-minute story, which I'm going to say after I recite about this verse, inshallah.
Then you have to make sure your recitation is short.
It will be less than 10 minutes, don't worry, inshallah. That's fine. Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله نور السماوات والأرض مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار نور على نور نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار ليجزيهم الله ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب والذين كفروا أعمالهم كسراب بقيعة يحسبه الظمآن ماء حتى إذا جاءه لم يجده شيئا ووجد الله عنده فوفاه حسابه والله سريع الحساب أو كظلمات في بحر اللج يغشاه موج من فوقه موج من فوقه سحاب ظلمات بعضها فوق بعض إذا أخرج يده لم يكد يراها ومن لم يجعل الله له نورا فما له من نور ألم تر أن الله يسبح له من في السماوات والأرض والطير صافات كل قد علم صلاته وتسبيحه والله عليم بما يفعلون ولله ملك السماوات والأرض وإلى الله المصير ألم تر أن الله يزجي سحابا ثم يؤلف بينه ثم يجعله ركاما فترى الودق يخرج من خلاله وينزل من السماء من جبال فيها من برد فيصيب به من يشاء ويصرفه عن من يشاء يكاد سنا برقه يذهب بالأبصار يقلب الله الليل والنهار إن في ذلك لعبرة لأولي الأبصار والله خلق كل دابة من ماء فمنهم من يمشي على بطنه ومنهم من يمشي على رجلين ومنهم من يمشي على أربع يخلق الله ما يشاء إن الله على كل شيء قدير لقد أنزلنا آيات مبينات والله يهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم ويقولون آمنا بالله وبالرسول وأطعنا ثم يتولى فريق منهم من بعد ذلك وما أولئك بالمؤمنين وإذا دعوا إلى الله ورسوله ليحكم بينهم إذا فريق منهم معرضون وإن يكن لهم الحق يأتوا إليه مذعنين أفي قلوبهم مرض أم ارتابوا أم يخافون أن يحيف الله عليهم ورسوله بل أولئك هم الظالمون صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallahu khairan. What a wonderful recitation that was. Allahu Akbar. A lot of people are so much touched by your recitation and your voice, especially when you do one of those high-pitched projection, mashallah. You know, brothers and sisters, Allah gives gifts to people. Allah gives specific gifts to everybody. We all have a gift that Allah has given us. We just don't realize them. So you need to identify what gift you have and you need to nurture that. My dear brother, Jasad there, Ishaq Jasad has a gift. The gift is Allah has given a good voice. He memorized the Quran and he's now reciting it for us, inspiring us to do the same. Listen, reflect, and try and recite too. Allah bless you.
Amen. Just for 2 minutes. So around 4 or 5 years ago, my late father-in-law, he's passed away. Allah grant him Jannat al-Firdaus. When he was in hospital, Imam Ajmal, basically, I was at the King's Hospital in South London, and there was a patient, African patient, elderly gentleman. So the family used to see me. I used to recite to my father-in-law every day, alhamdulillah. You know, I was reciting adhkar, etc. to him. So the family asked if I could, recite. And my wife actually encouraged as well. She said, look, this person is elderly, a Muslim African patient. So as I went towards him, I started reciting the Quran. And I noticed his monitor was quite erratic at that point. So the nurse was there. So I was reciting Quran, and coincidentally, one of the verses I recited was Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard. So I'm reciting, and I remember coming to the verse. Just a few verses of Adhkar, and I mentioned the verse رَبَّنَا لَا تُؤَاخِذْنَا إِن نَسِينَا وَأَخْطَأْنَا. I can't remember the specific verse, but I do remember as soon as I finished, at one point the beeping stopped. And when I finished reciting, the nurse came to me. There was about 2-3 nurses there, and she said, when you are reading whatever you are reading, at some point his heart rate was basically went from erratic to very, very calm. and you've basically calmed his heart rate.
Wow.
And when I heard that, my mother, everyone's watching, they all know this story, and my mother in fact asked me to share this because it's something that people benefit from. And I wanted to make mention what you said is the Quran can cure anyone's hearts. You know, we don't have to have a beautiful voice. Alhamdulillah, if you do, it's a bonus. But Allah, ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. Allah can cure anyone's hearts, and even a person who is far away from Islam, just one verse they listen to, if Allah wants to give the person guidance, Allah will guide that person. So we should never underestimate the power of the Quran, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. What a beautiful story. I had very similar experience in Tunisia last year as we were slaughtering sheep. Everyone was slaughtering their sheep in front of us. Animals were running around.
Subhanallah.
It came to my turn. Laid down the sheep, and I started reciting the Quran on the sheep.
Allahu Akbar.
I recited Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. I recited the adhkar lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ard. The sheep calmed down completely. No movement at all. Started reciting Amma yatasa'aloon, slowly with juz Amma, few surahs, Surah al-Duha, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, Nas, and the sheep was absolutely not moving, and nobody was holding the sheep. And then we just said Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. My children witnessed it. They said, Daddy, we have never seen this before. Everyone who was slaughtering their animal, they were jumping up and down, moving around, of course, you have to restrain them. But we were able to calm that sheep down by the words of God. Let me move on. We don't want anyone to try this at home. This is a story of another country, please, brothers and sisters. Anyone be in trouble? Take care of yourself. Thank you. Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Imam Liaqat is waiting at the background. Oops. Imam Liaqat, please come back. I don't know what happened to you. You just disappeared. Please come back. We're really sorry. I don't know. We've lost you. Imam Liaqat went with Imam Jasad. We don't want both of the Imams to disappear. Welcome back, Imam Liaqat. Assalamu alaikum. I don't know what happened. Imam Jasad took you with him.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, sir?
Alhamdulillah. Were you following Imam Jasad because he was reciting?
Yeah. I was following him. I was listening to him attentively. Alhamdulillah, beautiful examples from both of you. This is the power of the Quran that every should bear in their hearts.
Alhamdulillah. So you've got about a few minutes to do the translation. If you don't mind, Bismillah, go for it. 5 minutes.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is Surah An-Nur, the light, and Imam Zasat, Imam Ishaq Zasat recited that, and I understand that he finished the ayah. Bal ulaika humul zalimun. Inshallah, I'll try my best to whatever I have to finish. If I delay, please stop me. Okay. In the name of Allah, the gracious and the most merciful. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The allegory of his light is that of a pillar on which is a lamp. The lamp is within a glass. The glass is like a brilliant planet fueled by a blessed tree, an olive tree. Neither eastern nor western. Its oil would almost illuminate even if no fire has touched it. Light upon light. Nurun ala nur. Allah guides to his light whomever he wills. Allah thus cites the parables for the people. Allah is cognizant of everything. In houses which Allah has permitted to be raised and his name is remembered therein, he is glorified therein morning and evening. By men who neither trading nor commerce distracts from Allah's remembrance and from performing the prayers, from giving the zakah, the fear a day when hearts and sides are overturned. Allah will reward them according to the best of what they did, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase them from his bounty. Allah provides for whomever he subhanahu wa ta'ala wills without reckoning. As for those who disbelieve, their works and are like a mirage in the desert. The thirsty assumes it is to be water until when he has reached it, he finds it to be nothing, but there he finds Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who settles his account in full. Allah is swift in reckoning. or like utter darkness in a vast ocean, covered by waves above which are waves, above which is fog, darkness upon darkness. If he brings out his hand, he will hardly see it. He to whom Allah has not granted a light, he has no light. Do you not realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is glorified by whatever is in the heavens and the earth, and even by the birds information? Each knows its prayer and manner of praise. Allah knows well what they do. To Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and to Allah the ultimate return. وَلِلَّهِ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَإِلَى اللَّهِ الْمَصِيرُ. Have you not seen how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala propels the cloud, then brings them together, then piles them into a heap, and you see raindrops emerging from its midst? How he brings down loads of hail from the sky, striking it whenever he subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, and diverting it from whomever he wills. The flash of his lightning almost takes away the eyesight. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alternates the day and the night. In that is a lesson for those who have insight. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created every living creature from water. Some of them crawl on their bellies, and some walk on 2 feet, and others walk on 4. Creatures, whatever he subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, creates whatever he subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. Allah is capable of everything. We send down enlightening revelation, and Allah guides whomever he subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. لَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا آيَاتٍ مُبَيِّنَاتٍ وَاللَّهُ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ إِلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. And they say, we have believed in Allah and the Messenger, and we obey, but some of them turn away afterwards. These are not believers. And when they are called to Allah and his Messenger in order to judge between them, some of them refuse. But if justice is on their side, they accept it willingly. Is there weakness in their hearts, or are they suspicious, or do they fear that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may do injustice to them or his Messenger? In fact, they themselves are unjust. أَفِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ أَمِ ارْتَابُوا أَمْ يَخَافُونَ أَنْ يَحِيفَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ وَرَسُولُهُ بَلْ أُولَئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Barakallah.
Thank you very much. Allah bless you. Thank you very much, Imam Liaqat. We'll inshallah talk to you again. Time's running out pretty fast. Allah give you hayatan tayyibah. Allah accept your fasting, your dua, your qiyam, your siyam, and everything, inshallah.
I lost the sound, Ustad. Forgive me. I don't know.
No problem. Inshallah, we'll see you again very soon. That is Imam Liaqat. He did his beautiful translation again. Alhamdulillah. Allah bless you. Okay, brothers and sisters, the summary of this juz. I'll be very quick because we have a few things to go through, inshallah. The first chapter of this juz is Surah Al-Mu'minun, the Surah of Believers. A name that aptly summarizes the theme of the chapter. It commences by outlining the qualities of the believers and narrates incidents from the lives of various prophets. It then repudiates the disbelievers and defends the prophet and his message. In closing, Allah returns to describing further qualities of believers with a description of the last day and the supplication for mercy and forgiveness. It is followed by the chapter of An-Nur, the light, the crowning verse of which is verse 35, the parable described by Ibn Abbas as the parable of his light in the heart of a believer. The final chapter is in this juz is Al-Furqan, the criterion, which develops on the contrast of light and darkness. It comforts the prophet, reassuring him and supporting him at a time when he faced obstinate rejection, hostility, and maltreatment from those who were against him. And what can we learn from this juz? the following, brothers and sisters. The qualities of the believers are recounted at the beginning of Surah Al-Mu'minun. Go to Surah Al-Mu'minun if you can. There are a number of qualities Allah mentions very beautifully. Please read them. And ask yourself, how many of those qualities do you have? The scene of death is depicted, the blowing of the trumpet, the end of those who disbelieve. Al-Mu'minun begins by stating that believers will be successful only, and then it gives a description of what that success looks like. An-Nur begins by mentioning the prescribed punishment for a relationship outside marriage, making false accusation, and ruling of invoking the curse of Allah. The chapter divinely confirms the virtue of Aisha radiallahu anha, who was accused falsely of illicit relationship with somebody. One must ask for permission before entering a house, becomes a law. Allah's promised that He will establish on earth those who believe, but this has conditions and they are listed. Al-Furqan begins by praising the one who revealed the criterion. Accusation against the Quran and the Prophet are discussed. Two stories that I want to highlight here, brothers and sisters, are two issues. Number one, Surah Al-Mu'minun talks about the qualities of believers. Please list them, read them in details if you can. You will find them really, really refreshing because they're at the beginning of the chapter. Surah An-Nur talks about Allah's light. Allah's light is given through an example. Allah's light is exemplified, and Allah says the parable of this light is like there is a niche. Niche is like a small cutout from a wall, inside which there is a lamp. The lamp is lit by a light, even though no fire has touched it. And it's filled by the olive oil, or the olive tree. The olive tree doesn't come from the east or the west, but universal. And the entire light case is enclosed by a glass, like a brilliant star radiating from millions of miles away. You can see it. Brothers and sisters, this parable or this example talks about our heart. Ibn Abbas talks about it as if it's our heart. If you imagine the outer part of the heart as the glass, inside the heart there is light of Allah. And when we sin, the light of Allah is obscured because on the glass a sin dot appears. You sin, another dot appears. You sin, another dot appears. Sin upon sin, the entire heart becomes clouded, and the light of Allah that resides inside you doesn't come out, cannot illuminate you, and cannot give any light to people outside. So the advice is keep your heart clean and polished. And the advice and the best way to keep your heart polished, my brothers and sisters, are you familiar with this cloth? This is a polished cloth. I use it for my glasses. To polish my glasses, I need to use a cloth. To polish my silver, I need to use polished cloth. The polished cloth of our heart, the glass cage that Allah talks about, that is brilliant and shining like a radiant star, is a dhikr of Allah. Allah says, "Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub." It is by perpetual remembrance of Allah that you find contentment in your heart. That heart is cleansed. You do a sin, wipe it off by saying astaghfirullah and remembrance of Allah. Done something wrong, remember Allah, say astaghfirullah, seek Allah's forgiveness, it wipes off. Keep it clean, keep it polished. When you keep it polished, the light from Allah can come out and can shine your own life and can shine those who are around you. That's the story of Surah An-Nur. My brothers and sisters, I want you to really think about it. Deeply think about it. The light of Allah resides in every single person in this universe. It's us who obscure it. We cover it with sin upon sin. Nobody else can polish it. It's us who can polish it. And the tool for polish Allah has given you and I. It's called the Quran. It's called adhkar. It's called the prayers. It's called zakat, sadaqat. It's called those good things that you do for humanity. Every time you do something good, it wipes off the dirt and the grimes that has accumulated on your heart, on the glass screen, on that enclosure, the niche Allah talks about. Let your heart shine like a radiant star for the world to benefit, for you to benefit, and for you to know contentment lies in remembrance of Allah. Anyway, let's move on. My brothers and sisters, today's riddle I'm going to tell you the riddle today. But before I tell you the riddle, I want to share with you, okay, who is into gardening? Is anyone here into gardening? If you're not into gardening, well, I can't help you. If you're into gardening, then I would love you to join me. I have a passion for gardening. And I'm sharing this with you because I know Brother Ali had a passion for gardening. Brother Ali had a passion for gardening. When I went to his house and when I saw the amount of his garden, and he even said to me, "Come on, Masroor, come and give me a hand. I need somebody to do some gardening for me." He had a beautiful plot of land at the back of his house. And I know he used to look after it when he had the time. But brothers and sisters, when you can create a garden in your own home, at the back or inside your house, even if it's in a small pot, and look at the plants and remember Allah, wow, you've connected with Allah. I'm going to show you how horticultural I've become over the years. I know you may think I'm an old man, but beyond the oldness that I have, you will be delighted to know that I'm an old man with a passion. Passion for what? I have a passion for gardening. Now, Sister Rabi, I know you may not appreciate this, but if you do, Alhamdulillah. I like gardening, Jamila says. Tahira says, I like gardening. Alhamdulillah. Mahbub Rahman says, according to the current lockdown rules, will it be okay to open mosque for Eid prayer? No, brother. Mahbub Rahman, mosques will be closed. Wahid Rahman says, unfortunately, I'm going to be going off from this lovely and very important program for Taraweeh. Where are you praying Taraweeh? We're not praying Taraweeh. Oh, I've already prayed it at home. Anyway, brothers and sisters, watch this brief introduction to my indoor garden in my kitchen at the back of my house. I'm going to show it to you. There you go. So this is, okay, my plants. This is a plant that I started from a small twig. And if you look how big it's become, it's going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is how my plant here is. And then here I have got some vegetable plants. All of these plants started from one leaf or a twig that I picked up in my travel. Each and every one of them are very different. They're exotic plant. This is a big, massive one. Also started from one leaf. One of these leaves I picked up in one of my travels. Again, this one is the same. This one is the same. There's one climbing up all the way. You can see it's climbing still. We have another one here. I've got a couple of them here actually. You can see each and every one of those plants. There is a avocado seed that's just rooting. You can see this is a custard apple tree I'm growing at home. A plant that you can use for cancer treatment. They extract the chemicals from this plant and give it to people who are suffering from cancer. This one I picked up from a charity shop. Sorry, from a charity auction for probably £1. Look how big it's become, mashallah. And then I've got a few more. These two are African trees. This is my orange tree. And then I've got some hanging from the top. You can see them all hanging. All of these are my loved, prized and possession. My wife calls them my children. There you go, brothers and sisters. I'm back again. I know you must be thinking, what a madman. But I learned this from my father. I used to admire my father's horticultural skills. He would pick up sticks from the streets. People have thrown away cuttings. He would pick them up and he plant them in the garden and they would become a bush eventually. I think I picked it up, and alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, by the mercy of Allah, every single plant I have brought home, especially when I go to shops and gardening centers and I see them throwing away plants, I pick them up and I bring them home, and I've given them life, and alhamdulillah, they're thriving. Allah's blessing, alhamdulillah. Now I've been joined by my dear brother who's waiting on the side. I'm going to come to you inshallah in 1 minute. Just stay there. I love gardening. My small front porch, somebody says. Alhamdulillah, each of your plant has a personality and I'm sure a story behind. Yes, Bobby Khan, it does. We've just planted 3,000 bushes and trees in our farm in Wales. You have the luxury, my sister. Invite us. Not only will we be enjoying the sheep, but we'll also be enjoying the nature. My brothers and sisters, the reason I share this with you is to remind you that behind it all, Allah Azza wa Jal is the creator. Behind it all, it is the mercy of Allah that every single living creature survives because of Allah's mercy. Subhanallah. What is something that you should always wonder. It should keep you closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. Today, we have got a riddle, but before my riddle, let me invite my dear brother He calls himself Abu Shahid. Aha, Abu Shahid Shablu. Salamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu
How are you doing,
alaikum.
man?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. How are you?
Very good. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Are you a gardener?
I'm not. My wife is though. I would have filmed her garden. She's got a lovely garden on top of our roof, our flat roof.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Always welcome to come and see it.
Where are you?
It's right
Where
above
are you located?
I'm only in Southgate, so I'm going to take you for a tour of my restaurant in a minute. But
Okay.
literally, right on top of the restaurant, we have a massive garden that she's planted, lots of different things.
MashaAllah, we'd love to see it. So you've got a key message to give us, right? Is that correct?
I do.
So
Inshallah.
Bismillah, all yours. I'm going to let you go. Go for it.
Thank you. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Lots of you probably won't recognize me with this beard. I've decided to grow it out while I'm in lockdown for work. I pray that you're having a blessed Ramadan this year. It's a very difficult one for all of us. We find ourselves away from our beloved Wightman Road Mosque. We're away from our schools, our businesses, and even locked away from our families. This year is nothing quite like a year we've ever had. And for me as a businessman in my restaurant here in Southgate, we've had to close down as well. We now operate on a takeaway only basis. But as a business, what we've continued to do is support the local vulnerable and the elderly. So we continue to cook for the NHS, the elderly and the vulnerable in our area, and given out more than 1,500 free meals since lockdown has started. And we've done that through our own funding, but also donations from our customers. And I've made a pledge personally to continue to do that while we're in full lockdown. Today, I wanted to share with you how I became involved with LICS, but also what LICS does behind the scenes as well. So I became involved in LICS about 20 years ago. Started coming to the mosque on Friday prayers, then started coming more often, then became a volunteer and helped out on a regular basis. My daughter, she's 11 now, attends a Maha Madrasa on the weekends, and she absolutely loves it. And it just goes to show that the LICS is essential in uniting our community. I've been blessed also to be working during Ramadan. I help out. A lot of you probably see me in the shops, helping Sister Abi, Sister Fazi, just helping about wherever I can. But also other events such as the police iftar we had last year. So as I said, I want to talk a little bit about what the mosque is doing behind the scenes, helping the community, and behind closed doors this Ramadan. So Nur Jannah, which is my restaurant, which is just there, in partnership with the mosque, have been providing iftar boxes to the local hospital here at North Middlesex. We've committed as a mosque, and myself and Sister Rabi, we've spoken about this quite a lot. We've committed to provide over 3,000 boxes this Ramadan to those at the front line, just to give them something to break their fast with. Alongside that, we're also providing iftar hampers to the 4 local police stations in the area on a weekly basis as well to help them provide them with iftar. It's only with the help of the mosque and the donations from local businesses we've been able to do this. The initiative originally was started by me and my 5 friends. We were going to start with 1,000 boxes. Talking to Sister Rabi, that went to 3,000 boxes. Talking to other people, we've now gone up to 12,000 boxes. So alongside the North Middlesex Hospital, where all of the Wightman Road Mosque and the Nur Jannah boxes are going, we have our boxes and our donations reaching out to Barnet Hospital, Royal Free, Edgware, Watford, Harrow, Harlow, 4 hospitals in Oxford, Weston-super-Mare, and also Torquay. Sister Rabi has asked me to take you for a quick tour of the restaurant just to show you what we're doing and how we're doing it. So we're going to get up from here and go for a quick tour. So hopefully this works. So these are our iftar hampers that are going to the local police station. The police station, they receive these on a weekly basis, and they go to the 4 local police stations to us. These are the iftar boxes. As you can see, there are thousands. So there's over 500 that we prepared here today to go out tomorrow. They'll be collected by various volunteers to go distribute to the local mosques. Sorry, to local hospitals. These are the boxes that are already ready. And in total, we have 2,000 boxes ready, waiting to be picked up and delivered to the hospitals, as I say, up and down the country. So not even local, all over. The boxes themselves, I'm going to fill up one on the video so you can see it. It's a box here. We give a carton of juice, a bottle of water, a packet of biscuits, and then we have from here 3 dates. So it's a sunnah for 3 dates. So we put 3 dates, we put it in, we take the box across here, and then we put one of our stickers on. So you'll see on there 3,000 of these boxes going out this Ramadan to the local North Middlesex Hospital. So that's what we're doing behind the scenes. The mosque is still going.
Wow, that's amazing, really amazing. How many iftar boxes do you give?
So in total, we're going to give out 12,000. There'll be
Wow.
3,000 going to North Middlesex Hospital. So it's 100 a day at the moment.
Wow.
But we've had some fantastic feedback. We've had lots of people come to us, call us up. Sister Rabi's had messages, numerous messages as well. But we get people calling us up just saying thank you, because it allows them to continue what they're doing, pick up a box, off they go, continue their day-to-day role.
Do you know somebody called Aziz Ahmed?
I know Aziz Ahmed very well. He's my uncle.
He's complaining. He still hasn't received his iftar box, he says.
Yeah, well, it should be the other way around. He's my mum, so he should be providing me, my mum and dad iftar. I've not received that either.
I think we need to sort him out, don't we? Anyway, carry on. You carry on talking.
Okay, thank you. So why am I committed to work for the mosque? The mosque is an integral part of our community here in North London. It's a place where we can carry out our prayer and peace. It's a place where we can send our children to learn. It's a place where we can go to study ourselves. A lot of us go there to socialize as well, but also to meet lots of new people. We welcome people from all walks of life at the mosque, and that's the true beauty of what a mosque should be able to do. And we see that a lot here at Wightman Road. We welcome everyone with open arms and are here to listen. My brothers and sisters, I'm here today to ask you to open up your hearts. I know you'll hear about so many appeals, and of course this month is a time for you to give. So I'm asking from the bottom of my own heart, please help our mosque to keep it running, but also to help it be able to fund everything else that we do, not just here in the UK, but other countries as well. The mosque is a shining beacon of our community. It's our unity, but also the light for our future generations. Like I said, my daughter, she studies at the madrasa. She absolutely loves going to the masjid, and I love taking her. It doesn't matter what your background is, your creed, your race, your color, your religion. The mosque is here for everyone. And through lockdown, we've seen that even more, where the communities have been hit the hardest, humanity now is at its strongest. Please, 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 donate generously. Donate as much as you can in this blessed month, and inshallah, we will get through this together.
MashaAllah. What a wonderful message. You're an amazing man. Allah bless you, young man. Allah bless you. Where is your restaurant?
In Southgate.
Which one is it?
It's called Nur Jannah. So
where is it?
Right opposite the Halifax Bank in Southgate, not far from Creams, if you know Southgate Creams.
Oh, that one. I'm often there.
Pop in. I've got you. I'll show you my rooftop garden.
Not now, but I take my kids to school in that way, and I go there almost every day.
Okay, yeah.
So I know the restaurant. I've actually spoken to some of your staff. They've been very kind, very courteous. Yeah. They've often asked me to come in, and I've often said, no, I'm busy, I'm running. But of course, inshallah, now I'm popping in very soon to see the rooftop garden as well.
Absolutely fine, no problem. At the moment, as I say, we're closed as a restaurant, so we can't operate. But we're trying to do as much as we can for the community. If the restaurant wasn't closed, we wouldn't have been able to do these iftar boxes.
I know. And see how Allah has made an opportunity for you to get so much reward. We cannot thank Allah enough for the opportunities He gives us just to gain the reward. Subhanallah. Not only will you be earning reward for it, but inshallah your business will grow. Amazing, amazing. Well done, Shablu.
But as I say, it's part of the mosque as well. We did it in partnership with Wightman Road Mosque, and it just goes to show people. The messages that Sister Rabi sends to me are quite emotional sometimes, because people are very, very grateful. It's something very simple from what it is, but it allows them to continue doing their day job, but also to break their fast. Very simple. Bottle of water, some dates, a little bit of biscuit. It keeps them going. You've seen it sometimes at iftar time. You can't have a heavy meal, but just a little snack can help you.
That's right. Allahu Akbar. Wonderful. Shablu, I'm very impressed. I'm very grateful that you came. And I'm very grateful I met you, and I'm pretty certain I'm going to pop into your restaurant once Ramadan is over.
Everyone's welcome.
Jazakallah khair. Take care.
Assalamu alaikum.
What a pleasure in having a conversation with this young man, Shablu, mashallah. I wasn't expecting any of that arrangement. Look at that, brothers and sisters. Allah bless him. I was about to say, guys, go and have your meal in that restaurant, but no, you can't, because it's closed. It's only charity work, mashallah, mashallah. So many good people have written. Basima said, we planted with the help of the Welsh government, mashallah. Aziz Ahmad, mashallah, Shiblu is a good kid. May Allah give him barakah, inshallah. Jasmine Ahmad says, amazing job done. Shiblu, very proud of you. Alhamdulillah, everyone appreciates what you're doing. I'll take you, bro, Ajmal. We both eat out. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with you, because I think I have a funny feeling you're going to eat all the food and just leave me the scraps. And I think I'm not going to be very happy with that. Basima Hussein, alhamdulillah, for the positive action that the LICS community is sharing with us. Alhamdulillah, Allah bless everybody. Jamila Mangera, Allah give us all lots of reward and give you barakah for your business, mashallah. Mariam Mangera says, alhamdulillah, the beauty of Allah's test has shown us, subhanallah. Okay, brothers and sisters, I've got two questions for you. Question number one, I am a piece of meat. I am in your body. If this piece of meat, or this piece of flesh is unwell, the whole body is unwell. If this piece of flesh is well, the whole body is well. Who am I? Who am I? I'm a piece of meat. If it's unwell, the whole body is unwell. If it's well, the whole body is well. Who am I? That's riddle number one. Question number two, how many of you can name me names of 10 trees and fruits and vegetables Allah mentions in the Quran? I just want 10 names, okay? You can give me them in English, no problem. 10 names of trees, fruits, and vegetables in the Quran. Jenny Little says, Zubayda says, Jamila says, Mariam says, Jenny says, Alfonso says, all of them say the same thing. I'm not sure if it's the right answer though. But the second question is, give me names of, in the Quran, 10 names of fruits and vegetables or trees, just 10 of them. Name me 10 trees of fruits and vegetables that Allah mentions in the Quran, or just ordinary trees. So I said 10, not 2. That's 1, Aziz Ahmad, you don't get the score. I said 10. You've got to do all 10 in one go. No. Apple is not mentioned. Bobby Khan says pomegranate, figs, and dates. I'm looking for 10, not 3, not 1. I'm looking for 10. Somebody, please listen to my question. I'm looking for 10 names of trees, fruits, and vegetables in the Quran. You've got to put, Aziz, no, don't talk about pumpkins. It's not, no, there is no pumpkin in the Quran. There is no melon in the Quran either. Yeah, Aziz, I don't know what's gone wrong with you today. I think Aziz has been taking something that we have not been eating. So brothers and sisters, what's going on today? I don't know whether you have had your iftar. Aziz certainly hasn't had his iftar. He's desperate for eating grapes. He wants melons. I'm giving everyone a chance. No, I want one person to give me the 10. And I think one of the Mangeras are going to get it because they're not responding. Normally, they're very quick. Mangeras are not saying anything because they're doing the Google searches. They're listing them out. They're copying and pasting, and they're going to have the list in a minute. Just watch. One of the Mangeras is going to get all 10. And I'm pretty certain Imam Jasad is going to get his wife to get it right, unless Imam Jasad wants to join himself. Whatever it is, brothers and sisters, today's first one is correct, is heart. And we've talked about the heart after the recitation today, mashallah. We all have a heart. Please look after it. Keep it clean, polish it, and make sure you are grateful for all the things that you have. Don't carry grudges. Don't hold on to people's pains and bad words and things that they may have done to you. They only make your heart become hardened. Make your heart soft. Forgive people. Pashwara Khan Afridi says, olives, figs, dates, pomegranates, and bananas. No, Pashwara, Palwasha, I'm so sorry. You got to give me all 10, and banana is not mentioned in the Quran. I don't know where you get the banana from. I wanted to say, whenever I go to a Somali restaurant, can somebody please answer me this question? Whenever they serve me food, if it's pasta, they will give me banana with it. If it's rice, they will give me banana with it. If it's fish, banana with it. They will give me meat, banana with it. Chicken, banana with it. What is about banana and Somali food? I want to know. Aziz Ahmed has done his Google search, and he still hasn't got 10. He says dates, grapes, pomegranates, bananas, olives, onions, cucumbers. Aziz, that's not 10. Aisha Bibi Mangera, does it count of 10 of us? Mangera, name one each? No. One of you have to mention all 10, otherwise it doesn't count. I've dismissed Aziz Ahmed already. He can't answer anymore. He should have answered in one go. He's been just throwing anything that comes to his mind. He even said melon. Can't believe it. You have to really not look into the Quran to not know. Aisha Amal says, we eat everything with banana. Yeah, I want to know why though. Aisha, please tell me, if you are Somali, why do you eat everything with banana? I want to know. And in Somalia, do you actually grow banana? I don't even think you grow banana in Somalia. You may do. Okay, Aziz Ahmed, Google search. Even in your Google search, you got that wrong. I'm sorry, Aziz. You got that wrong. Isaac Abu Rumayya says olive, onions, cucumber, gourd, mustard, seed, beans, lentils, garlic, date, figs. Ishaq, not sure if I want to give it away yet. Let me go to the question and answers while you guys are guessing, playing this guessing game. A number of announcements, brothers and sisters. Remember the most important announcement that we make every day, and that's the announcement about our mosque program. So our mosque program for the coming days are very important for you to note. So if any one of you, especially the elderly, would need some food on Laylatul Qadr night, please let Sister Rabi know. Her number is on the website. Laylatul Qadr is going to be, of course, the last 10 nights of Ramadan, and usually the odd numbered nights. We know that. If you are looking for Laylatul Qadr, please look for it on the 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, and 29th. And on behalf of LICS, Wightman Road Mosque, we'll be hosting a fantastic program on here, inshallah, on the night itself. On the 27th night of Ramadan, one of the nights, as we say, brothers and sisters. And if you haven't seen the poster for this night, here it is, just for you, so that you know. Like, I like sharing my information. So look at it, brothers and sisters, take a picture. Picture of this without me, just on its own. Let me take myself out of this screen. There you go, I'm gone. So take a picture of this, and I will also take away the banner that gives you the details of them. Or actually, I also need to take away something else. So can you all take a picture of this and start sharing? Take a picture of this and start sharing. I know Sister Rabi is going to be sending it to everybody by WhatsApp and then every other platform, but please start sharing, because when you share, it gets to people, and inshallah, they will start sharing with other on the same page again. So that's the second announcement. On the 27th night of Ramadan, from 11 till 1:30, we're going to do programs on television, on our television screen, perhaps here on our online program. Inshallah, please join us from 11 till 1:30. Fantastic speakers and reciters will join us. And please donate to this masjid. You can donate, and if you are a taxpayer, please make sure you tell us you're a taxpayer so we can claim gift aid on your behalf. But you need to tell us. You can donate for the masjid your sadaqat. You can give the masjid zakat and fitra. They will dispose of it, inshallah, in the right way at the right time. So I still have to answer some of those questions. So Imam Qadir, please wait for a few minutes. I'm answering some questions, if you don't mind. I'll be very quick, inshallah. Question number one: why is it Muslims that Muslims do not recognize the birth of Jesus at Christmas? Well, we Muslims do recognize the birth of Jesus. We believe that he was born out of a miracle, mashallah, and Allah Azza wa Jal gave him the prophethood. He had the miraculous power. His mother was a virgin, but we believe he did not die. He was not crucified. He was taken up to the seventh of the heavens. Was Isa alayhi born on the 25th of December, 26th of December? No. According to historians, he was not born on the 25th of December, as we claim he was born in the northern European countries. Southern European countries, some of them, don't celebrate, especially Greek Orthodox Christians don't celebrate Christmas on that day. Christianity originally, where it began, if you think about it, it was in Palestine. The Palestinians don't celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December. So the idea that Jesus was born, or Isa was born on the 25th of December, in itself is a fictitious one. We respect Isa alayhi as our prophet. We respect our Christian friends' right to celebrate their Christmas if they want to. Of course, we have every respect, and we will facilitate if they want. We will give them all the help and support if they want, so that they have a safe and easy Christmas celebration, inshallah. We don't have a problem with that. But we don't consider Isa ﷺ was born on that day. We recognize he was a prophet of Allah. We recognize he was one of the very important prophets of Allah, and he received wahi, the revelation from Allah Azza wa Jal. Second, who built the Kaaba, and why was this spot particularly picked as the holiest place? Firstly, according to the sayings of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as authentic as we have it, Kaaba was built by Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam at the order of Allah. That's the best we know. There are many other stories that are flying around about this was being originally built by Adam, and it is this, that, and the other. We only know that in the Quran, Allah mentions when Allah ordered Ibrahim and Ismail to build a house for him, they built a Kaaba. And why this spot? Because Allah told them this is the spot to build. I have no other answer. Other people will give you lots of other answers. I don't know. Allah knows the best why he chose that spot. I think that's the answer to that question. Are the Saudis the chosen people as the holiest site are in their control? No. No nation is exclusively chosen person or people. Chosen people are all good people of the world who choose to live and lead a good example and a beneficial life on this earth, and whose focus is to benefit humanity and serve Allah so that they can rise on the day of judgment and be successful. They're the chosen one. There are no nations who are chosen. Remember, Saudi Arabia did not exist before. It was created by the British after the Second World War. And Saudi Arabia's creation was an artificial creation. In order to keep the Muslim community divided, they carved up whole of Middle East between British and French colonial masters in an arbitrary manner, destroying and completely decimating Islamic heritage, Muslim culture and civilization, people. All of the Muslims of the whole of Middle East and most of North Africa and Asia were part of one country called the entire Muslim Ummah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nation states were created by colonial masters to keep us divided and keep people under their thumb. Nation states don't make sense. Because they don't make sense, European Union has come about. America doesn't have nation states. The entire America is one state. I'm talking about North America here, United States of America. Why is it that in the Muslim country, every moron who wants to have his own fiefdom divides that country and creates his own state? Because he or she feels that they can rule and have access to power and wealth unfettered, unchecked, and unchallenged. It's disgusting. Muslim communities across the globe should forget about this artificial, fake nationality ideas that they have. I have a national anthem. I am this. I have a national flag. I am that. I am Bangladeshi. I'm unique. I'm Pakistani. I'm unique. I'm Indian. I'm different. I'm Saudi. I'm better. I'm African. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. This is nationalism. Nationalism stinks, brothers and sisters. In Islam, there is no nationalism. We're all children of Adam. We're all brothers in the same humanity. We're one race called human race. And as long as you accept that, you're fine. If you don't accept that, then there is a problem. These artificial states are a problem. The sooner we can get rid of them and create one whole world for whole of humanity, the sooner we do that, the better it's going to be. Next question. Why are those, in fact, Saudi regimes, they rule illegitimately. Who elected them? Who can unelect them? Who are they? Can you unelect Saudi governments? No. Who gave them the power in the first place? Who allowed them to steal the wealth of the Muslim Ummah on a daily basis, the wealth of the Muslim Ummah on a daily basis? Allah saved Kaaba and the Masjid al-Nawawi from such unscrupulous people, such a stain on human race, those who rule by force and those who are illegitimate rulers. Don't get me going. I get really fired up when you talk about illegitimate rulers. Why are there so many Muslim terrorists or terrorists who shout Arabic verses or words when committing atrocities? Why are there so many Muslim terrorists? I'm afraid that answer the terrorists can only answer. We Muslims, if we understand our faith, if we follow our faith, we will know that any acts of terror, any acts of extreme, any acts of violence, any acts that violate other people's rights, mass killing, murder, mayhem, even bombs or weapons of mass destruction are all haram in Islam. They're not allowed in Islam. Allah says in the Quran, if you're going to fight, fight only the person who's fighting you. Nobody else. No collateral damage allowed in Islam. You can't just throw a bomb from the sky and fly and run away. You're a coward if that's what you do. Terrorists are coward. Terrorists are not Muslims. Terrorists who claim to be Muslims, they don't even understand the eye of Islam because of their ignorance, their political agenda, manipulation by various other interest groups. That's what they do. You know, brothers and sisters, there's been a profile done of the extremists. Majority of those extremists, terrorists in our world come from a broken background, psychologically scarred. They come from a broken family environment where there was no support for them. There was no guidance for them. They come from a place where they're traumatized, and they join such bandwagon thinking there is a shortcut. There's no shortcut. In fact, you know what? When you kill yourself, forget about going to heaven. You will never, ever smell paradise. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. Islam is about living it every day, peacefully, submissively, in a cordial, kind way with people around you. Not about killing people. No, brothers and sisters, that's wrong, completely wrong. Lastly, do we believe in evolution? Were we apes before? We don't believe in inter-species evolution. However, we believe in intra-species evolution. So when an insect grows resistance to certain areas. So for example, take for example me. I came to this country when I was very, very young. My parents have dark skin, I've got dark skin. Dark skin should naturally have a lot of melanin on it, natural protection against sun, whereas I don't have it anymore. If I go to the sunny countries, I get burned very quickly because I've lived in a cold climate. My skin has adapted to the cold climate and natural melanin level of my skin has reduced. It's called inter-species evolution. Internally, we have become stronger or weaker. But have you ever seen a monkey in the last 10,000 years becoming a human being? No. So if there was evolution, why did it stop? Why don't we evolve into something different? Why don't the animals continue evolving? We believe Allah created us all in the best forms, and He made all of us in a fashion that we can sustain ourselves independently and individually, each and every species. Some of those species go extinct, I know, but it's not because of lack of evolution. They just go extinct. Believing in Allah's creation as one and only, each and every one of them as unique, is part of what we believe. So yes, one can evolve into something different, but one cannot evolve into a different species altogether. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to open up the floor to my dear Imam Abdul Qadir, who is here to make dua for us, inshallah. Please, Imam Abdul Qadir, assalamu alaikum, welcome back. How are you? And I love your turban. It looks so good on you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, bhai?
I'm very good, alhamdulillah. Your followers' questions have fired me up again. It does every now and then. And so, you know, I go on and on. Went on a bit more than I wanted to do today.
Right.
You know, I know you understand that.
Of course.
Absolutely. We're waiting for your dua. Bismillah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. اللهم امين اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. Allah bless our beloved Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam and bless his family in the same way that you blessed Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam and his family. You are the most magnificent and you are the most majestic. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, we ask that you grant us all of the good achievable in this world, and we ask that you grant us all of the good in the hereafter. We ask that you grant us all the highest abodes in Jannatul Firdaus, and we ask that you save us all from all of the hardships of the hereafter. Ya Rabbal Alameen. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. Oh Allah, you are the creator, you are perfect, we are your creation, we are imperfect, and due to us being imperfect, we make mistakes every single day of our lives. Some of these mistakes are minor mistakes, some of these mistakes are major mistakes, but oh Allah, you are the forgiver of all mistakes, for you are the most kind, you are the most merciful, you are the most forgiving. So please forgive all of our mistakes, Ya Arhamar Rahimin. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. Allah, we ask that you be kind and merciful to us, and we ask that you be kind and merciful to our parents as they have been kind and merciful to us since we were young. Ya Akram al-Akramin. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. Allah, we ask that you be kind and merciful to us, and we ask ask that you be kind and merciful to our parents, be kind and merciful to our mothers, be kind and merciful to our fathers, be kind and merciful to our caretakers, be kind and merciful to our guardians, be kind and merciful to all of our elders, for they have loved us and they have guided us and they have nurtured us and they have made us what we are today, and without their love and without their guidance we would be nothing on this earth. Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. Allah, you have granted us with this beautiful gift of guidance. Do not take this gift of guidance away from us. Allah, we ask that you make our husbands, we ask that you make our wives, we ask that you make our children respectively a comfort for our eyes, and we ask that you make us role models and inspirations for them, and we ask that you make them role models and inspirations for us also. Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram. Allah, this is the month of mercy, this is the month of forgiveness, this is the month of being entered into Jannah, and this is the month of being saved from the fire of Jahannam. Allah, we ask that you have mercy upon us in this month, we ask that you forgive us in this month, we ask that you bless us in this month, we ask that you forgive us in this month, and we ask that you protect us in this month. Ya Quwwatal Mateen. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. Allah, we have raised our hands in front of you, we have closed our eyes in front of you, we've opened up our hearts in front of you, and we make this humble request to you, this humble prayer to you on this beautiful night in this beloved month of Ramadan. Oh Allah, you are the acceptor of all du'as, you are the acceptor of all prayers, so please accept our humble prayer on this beautiful night in this blessed month. Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram. Allah, last but not least, we ask that you bless us. We ask that you bless our families, our immediate families, our extended families. We ask that you bless our community, this beautiful community that we are all part of. Allah, bless each and every single one of us in this beautiful community. And Allah, we ask that you bless this ummah, and we ask that you bless the entire humanity, past, present, and future. Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين بفضل سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين بفضل لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Thank you very much, Imam Abdul Qadir. Very beautiful dua indeed. May Allah bless you. May Allah give you hayatun tayyiba. May Allah give you lots and lots of good things in this world and in the hereafter. Especially your favorite food, biryani, inshallah. You know, this year, in the result of programs, lots of people have got lots of good names.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
So, for example, my dear brother, what's his name? Bobby has become Bobby the cat. I don't know whether you know. I've given you the accolade of biryani eating every day. I don't know what people are going to give me the title for, but I'm sure I'm going to get something soon. Alhamdulillah. Allah bless you. Allah give you a wonderful smile. Keep it up. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Imam Abdul Qadir there, ladies and gentlemen. He says goodbye to all of us and salam. And I'm going to say salam and goodbye to you. Somebody said, Basima Hussein. Well said, brother. Well said. Thank you. Aisha Khanam. Hi. Basima. Ajmal. That's all right, Basima. I don't mind if you made a mistake. Mariam Mangera says the tree of eternity in Surah Taha. Taha is a very, very, very beautiful surah. Okay, my dear brothers and sisters. Aziz Ahmed is still saying meow. Who are you saying meow to? Bobby the cat? Oh, you are, of course, of course. I think we have to give you a name. Allah give you all hayatun tayyiba, my brothers and sisters. For today, I'm going to say goodbye, but don't forget, donate to this masjid. Remember the 27 nights program, and tell anybody who needs food to be delivered to them on the 27th night of Ramadan to get in touch with the masjid by the website. Allah bless you. I'm going to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.